Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sneha and today I'm recreating this particular makeup look which is sunset inspired, and I had it in my last video and a lot of you guys had requested a tutorial for it. So here it is. So I've already done my base makeup off camera just to save time, and I will list all the products I've used in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. But let's get started with the eyes. So I'm first priming my eyelids with the NARS eye primer, and you guys know by now I love this eye primer. This is the only one that doesn't crease on my oily eyelids, but I did see Viseart come out with their new eye primer and I'm super curious to test it out when they are coming to Selfridges in March for a short time. So looking forward to that. So I've just applied that all over my eyelids and then blended it out with my ring finger. And then I'm going to set it quickly with a translucent powder. I'm using the Laura Mercier one. So for this look, I'm using the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. And I'm first going in with this yellow shade from this palette. And I'm applying that with my Wayne Goss brush number 16. It's a matte eyeshadow and it's the shade Soul. And I'm just going to apply that all over my crease. So this shade is just going to peek through the whole sunset look. Once we have that, I'm going in with this brighter orange color in this palette. This is again a matte formula and the shade is Horizon. So this I'm going to apply again to my crease, but slightly lower than where we applied the yellow shade. So just applying it there. I'm using the same brush to apply this eyeshadow. And then once we have that, I went back in with that yellow eyeshadow just to blend out the edges. Then to further deepen up the socket, I'm going in with this darker orange brown shade. And this is a matte eyeshadow called Sinai. And I'm going to apply this with a more focused crease brush, so a smaller one. This is the Louis Young LY38. And I'm going to focus this right in the socket. And then again going back to the Wayne Goss brush number 16, the first brush we used, and just buffing all the eyeshadows in together. Then I'm using a flat brush. This is the Sigma Concealer Brush F70. And I'm going to use this red eyeshadow from this palette. This is again a matte formula and the shade is Pungent or Pungent. So I'm just going to create this outer cat eye shape. So in my last video where I did the tutorial, I didn't wing it out as much, but today I was feeling it, so I did extend it quite a bit on the outside, but you can decide how extended or elongated you want this red eyeshadow to be. So I'm just going to pack this on the outer V of my eyelid and taking it slightly into my crease in this almost triangle, elongated triangle shape. And I'm also blending it gently with this brush and also using the Louis Young brush to blend out this eyeshadow. And then if you want any help in creating that clean, crisp outer edge, you can use one of these. So this is the Liner Designer by Beauty Blender, and it has different curved edges. So you can just place it along the edge of your eye and buff out the eyeshadow, and that way you'll get a crisp line. So I did that initially here, as you can see, and then went over the edge of that eyeshadow just to buff it out and soften the edges. And then I went in and intensified the red eyeshadow a little bit more. So on the remaining portion of my eyelid, I'm going in with this beautiful yellow orangey gold eyeshadow. This is a duochrome eyeshadow and the shade is Mandarin. So as you can see, when I applied it with the brush, it was taking a lot of time to build up. So I then just went in with my finger and then I got a really nice payoff from this eyeshadow. So that's what I have on the inner corner, and then I'm just blending the edges between the gold and the red eyeshadow, just going back and forth between the red and the gold. Next, for the bottom lash line, I'm first going in with that orange brown shade called Sinai and applying it all over my lower lash line except the inner corner. And on the outer half of the lower eyelid, I'm going to take that red eyeshadow and connect it with the eyeshadows on my top eyelid at the outer corner. And then finally, I'm using this dark brown eyeshadow from this palette. Again, it's a matte formula and the shade is Igneous. So I'm applying that just to the edges of the eye just to add some definition on the outer corner of my eye, both on the top and bottom lash line. And then I went in with this angle liner brush and just tight lined and created a little liner along the top lash line with that same dark brown eyeshadow. And then for my inner corner, I'm using this reflective gold eyeshadow from the same palette. And this is the Crystal formula and the shade is Sun-Dazed. I'm taking that on a Morphe E19 brush and just tapping it into the inner tear duct area. Next, I'm just applying some mascara to my top and bottom lashes. I've used the MAC Giga Lash Extended Play Mascara for my bottom and then the L'Oreal Paradise Ecstatic for my top eyelashes. I'm also going in with a black kohl to tightline my top waterline. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Rock & Kohl eye pencil in Bedroom Black. And then I went in with a pair of Ardell Demi. And these are just very natural looking lashes on me, so I love using them. So that's exactly what I've gone ahead and applied. And just to hide the lash glue and the lash band, I'm going in with the NYX Epic Ink Liner. I'm just applying a very thin line close to my lashes. And that's the eyes complete. Moving on to the lips. I'm first lining my lips with the NYX lip liner in the shade brown. And I'm also filling the edges in a little bit, just because I have these two-toned lips and I have pigmentation on the outer edges. And then with this, my favorite combination has been this MAC matte lipstick in the shade Persistence, which is a lovely peachy brown, and it looks like a very nice nude shade on my skin tone. So I'm just applying that. And then for my cheeks, I'm going to use my Viseart blush palette. This is the shade Orange Violet and I'm using the lightest of the orange shades. And just applying that on my cheeks. Finally, I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder in the shade Medium, just to blend everything in and just create a smooth finish to the skin. And this is it. This is the final look. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you have any other requests for different color schemes, let me know in the comment section below and I'll try my best to create some looks. But thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me.